What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode on the JSano Fan Server. It's been a while since I've done a little video. It has been due to the fact that I have been moving house and been incredibly busy with uni. Uni's been throwing multiple curveballs at me over the past literally 2 weeks. Like, it seems like whenever I finish an assignment, I get replaced with another 2 or 3, and just with the amount of assignments and with the mid-semesters exam coming up, it's hectic. It's hectic, and plus that I've got a whole bunch of other things. I've got my girlfriend's birthday, which is actually tomorrow. So, but by the time you guys see this, actually would have already happened. But yeah, I'm just like really swamped. So I kind of wanted to get a few more videos out last week. Besides the kind of like the update video, I kind of wanted to get that and like the escapists out, but I didn't get any time, and I don't know if I'll be able to get any more time for this week to get any more videos out. So this might be the only video of the week. Hopefully not. I kind of want to get escapists out there as well. Prison Architect might be a little while off, at least until I get a few more my assignments done today, because I need to work on a whole bunch of those later. But at the moment, this episode's going to be very simple. I'm not going to do much. I just want to talk, and so I just want to start clearing down the prank. So that's pretty much the point of this episode, and I want to get some shears. I've got a whole bunch of materials on me, but I want to get some shears so we can kind of it's not being great, the connection. So that's one of the things I actually do want to talk about. So I've moved house and all set up, and first of all, straight away there was massive internet issues, and there still are. They're bearable now. Before that it was unbearable, and if it wasn't actually fixable, I would have actually had to quit YouTube. It was that bad. To give you an example of how everything was, is it nighttime? I probably should have slept then, because I kind of hear a baby zombie up here. Okay, maybe I might go sleep just to make this safer. But yeah, no, it was really bad, the connection. So in my old house, we were fortunate enough to have a really strong connection. We're part of the cable system in Australia, and if you're familiar with the internet system in Australia, cable is actually really good. And ADSL and ADSL 2 Plus is really shocking when it comes to internet speeds. And unfortunately, this house is ADSL 2, so it's really slow. So to give an example, my old house, like, upload speeds were always slow, and they always will be in Australia till I don't know when, but at the moment, like, no matter what system you're on, you always have bad upload. My upload's even worse now, so, and I'll give an example of how bad it is soon. But pretty much to give you an example of how it all is, so my old house that I used to live in, that had an upload of 2.5 megs. So in some people's eyes, that's pretty bad, but actually in Australia, 2.5 is actually really good. It's not amazing, obviously, but it is decent enough to be able to do YouTube. And unfortunately, when moving to this house, my upload went from 2.5 or 2.5 all the way down to 0.5. So roughly, it kind of averages to 0.8 sometimes. But so less than half, and it is horrendous. It's a bit better now. It was worse. So when we first moved in, upload was 0.2. Now it's roughly 0.8. So 0.8 isn't too bad. It's still horrendous, but it's, I guess, still bearable. It just means that YouTube videos are going to take much longer to upload, even more than what they already did. So videos now getting out on release dates might be a challenge if I'm not able to upload them well in advance. So we're just going to have to deal with that, because there's nothing really much I can do about that, unfortunately. We're trying to get better stuff happening to our internet, but it's really hard to improve it more than it is, just because of our connection in the area and the cabling that's in this area. But to give you an example of the download that I had in my old property, I was getting about 80, in between 70, some days 60, so you can say in between 60 and 80 megabits per second, which actually isn't that bad, considering that Australian internet is supposed to be really poor. And so I was pretty ecstatic with that, the fact that we actually had that. And I'm going to have to put a chest down, I think. I kind of like the swamp, so I might keep the swamp. Let's get rid of this, and let's just put a double chest. And let's just start chucking in a few of these things to clear out our inventory. Let's just do all this now. Kind of need you. Get rid of you. Let's put you back there. So yeah, so the internet wasn't too bad at my old property, like 80 megs in Australia for residential line and connection. That's actually really, really good. You know, even the Telstra people. Hold on, what was that? Yeah, instead of though. So he has to do it tomorrow. Fair enough. So yeah, the Telstra people, when I told the technician pretty much like what we were getting in our old property compared to what is now here, and he was like surprised because we actually had pretty high connection. It's because one of the connection boxes for our area were actually just around the corner from it, so we actually had really high signal to that box. But this property, so when we moved in, we were getting a max of 2.5 downloads, so 2.5 download was horrendous, and that was at its best. It was kind of sitting lower than that, really, and that was really, really scary because like I had assignments due, and with the upload speeds, you know, I had to download lab documents and sheet forms for labs that I had to do at uni, and I had to submit stuff at uni, and you know, it took like half an hour to download pretty much a 30, almost 40 megabyte PDF file on those speeds, so they're even slower than what they were saying they were. And yeah, it made it really worrying. So I'm like, well, shit, we've moved to a new house, and I've still got, you know, a lot of uni stuff to do, and I was worried that I'm not going to be able to submit anything. So that really worried me for a while. So we got the technicians come out here, have a look at what we got, and fortunately there was an issue with it, and it wasn't like, you know, that is the best. There actually was an issue, and that kind of prevented me from, because of the issue, that kind of prevented me from uploading last week, that and time as well. But yes, it did really, really help with the fact that they did say that there was an issue with the line. It's not what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get a bit better. Not much better, but, you know, to the point where you actually can do stuff. Our connection now has been raised up to 7.5, kind of like 6.5. So not amazing. But, you know, I can actually download and submit stuff for uni, even though it does still take a while compared to what I'm used to. But, you know, it's better. And like, I loaded up on the JFS when I had like the 2.5 or lower technically connection when it was here, and I couldn't play Minecraft. I could hardly open Steam because there was so many, because I hadn't opened it for a while since I've been moving, and there was so many updates to happen, and Steam was lagging and everything. It was just, it worried me so much, and I was just like, well, if this couldn't be fixed, then, you know, I would have to consider stopping YouTubing, which was a bit sad, really, because like as much as I haven't had much time to do it recently, I do enjoy it. You know, it's kind of a fun distraction from uni, and it was kind of a bit disheartening, I guess, to kind of know that I potentially have to throw away doing this because of just because of the stupid connection, that I'd have to throw away something that I enjoy. But I was thankful to find out that they actually were able to fix it. It's not, like, as I said before, and I've said a few times already, it's not amazing. It's not, you know, back to what I'm used to, like 80 megabytes and 2.5 up. But, you know, I can now play on the server. When I played on the server, the world wouldn't load. It was kind of just blue, and when the ground did load, it would literally only load a chunk. It was bad. Like, I've experienced bad connection before from my old house where, you know, like, I struggled to connect to the server or whatever, but this sort of connection issues was way worse than what I've ever experienced. So the fact that I can play here and actually record, like, okay, I might have to have my render distance further down than I've wanted in the past. Like, I already had to put it further down recently, and it might just have to be further down now. But if that's the case, that's the case, you know. If that's what I have to do to be able to play on the server and still have fun, and, you know, with the friends and people that I have on the server that I enjoy talking to and playing with, then so be it. Like, if I have to have shit render distance, so be it. And I'm happy that I'm able to still play here. Like, it was worrying that to have to almost give it up, and I didn't like the idea of it. Man, this is gonna take me for freaking ever. God damn it, guys. This is at least it's hollow. At least it's hollow. I'm not gonna get anywhere near this done this episode, but at least I'm gonna get a majority of it done, I guess, or at least some of it. I want to get some of it done. I'm gonna have to make some more shears soon because I'm running out of life or durability in this. So yeah, that was the big worry that happened last week. So I'm happy that I'm able to actually record on here now because yeah, like I was shortly after I actually made that video explaining, you know, that I'm back, you know, and that videos will be returning soon and all that sort of stuff. It was literally like that same day, about an hour later, I was like, okay, let's log on to the server, let's have a bit of fun, let's see what's happened and all that sort of stuff. And then couldn't load anything. Like, I got the best thing I got in like 20 minutes of trying to log on and off on the server was I was able to place a log, like pretty much a jungle log right here. And then I tried to break it, and nothing happened. And the funny thing is when I came back, even though like I broke it multiple times on my screen, when I logged back in after getting a better connection, the log was still there. So it showed how much I was lagging behind, and I think I stayed there looking at that log for ages, for a good 5 or so minutes. So it showed how far I was behind, to the point that what my movements haven't even registered to the server yet. So it's good to know that I can actually still play on here. Now, playing on other games, that's what we need to talk about. So, a while back, about, what we're talking about, probably about a month or so, just before I was planning on moving. Actually, yeah, it was around, I think it was around, it might be more than a month ago. I know, so Boris got back in contact with me, Boris Pravashan, that some of you may know from the Space Engineers and the NID that I did a while back, and he actually invited me back earlier this month to do a NID UHC, which I actually really wanted to go to, but unfortunately the date landed right on my brother's birthday, so I was like, oh, I kind of can't go, which I was a bit annoyed about that it landed on that date, but, you know, like, it was nice to hear from Boris again, and the fact that he invited me to the NID's UHC, which is great. So hopefully when they do their next one, I might be around, hopefully, because I did actually really enjoy that UHC, and I enjoyed recording with that lot. You know, they're a really fun bunch, and you know, they're great people to get along with. And he actually contacted me a tiny bit before that as well, talking about oh yeah, I can break all that, that's right. Talking about Space Engineers, and I said, like, he said they just started like a new season, and asked if I was interested, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally interested, like, I'm a bit busy, but when I get the moment, I will try and log on, because I remember last time, the reason why I kind of stopped, one was because of, kind of fell out the loop a bit, but then also connection issues with that server when... especially with the planets, when they introduced planets and that, the game just became very unplayable for me, and I already struggled as is with my connection, so unfortunately it's sad to say that I don't think I'll ever be able to play Space Engineers again, just because I already struggled with I probably could do a single player series, definitely, but it's not a amazingly fun game, I guess, in single player, because there's nothing much more I can really do. Like, it's more fun when you get to play with others and have a blast. And I think the problem with it in the past was that I struggled so much with connection that, wow, I got so many snowballs. I really don't need this many of them. Can I, like, drop all of these, or... I'm gonna have... Oh, I guess I could just, like, turn these into blocks, I guess. Yeah, I'll turn them into blocks. Which will, save us space. I need to get back into my house, but I kind of realize I just kind of can't now. Oh yeah, I can jump in the water, can't I? And I'll survive. Yes, I will. Sweet. There we go. So yeah, yeah, I just don't know what's gonna happen with what was I talking about? With whatchamacallit, space engineers, because I already struggled so much with connection, and now it's like, well, I'm gonna struggle even more with connection now, just due to the fact, do I not have any sticks down here? They must be all up top. Yeah, it's just like, Space Engineers is such a game that I enjoyed so much. I love the idea, like, I'm an engineer myself, you know, like, I'm a mechanical engineer, like, and I'm studying to even further that now, and I love it. Like, it was a great game. It's pure creation. It's kind of similar reason why I love Minecraft, but just the game is just too much now, and it's so, they've gone so far with it and everything that it's become kind of unplayable for me, in the fact that there's just too much going on with the lag, unfortunately, and I don't think I'll actually ever be able to play Space Engineers again, which is really, really sad, actually, because I really enjoy playing with those guys and the game itself. So to say that I might not be able to play that game again or return it, because it kind of was on my to-do list. I was like, okay, cool, like, we'll move house, I'll join the NIDSA server, see how the game runs, and kind of judge it from there, where now it's kind of like I don't even get to test it. Like, I already know the outcome, and it's kind of a bit of a letdown, a bit disheartening, just knowing the fact that, yeah, I kind of can't play the game anymore. It kind of sucks knowing that, actually, and please don't shoot me off. Okay, cool. And yeah, it's just annoying, I guess, in that regard. But yeah, so it's kind of like my way of telling you guys that I don't think that series will ever return until I get a good connection, which is really a shame, actually, because I really enjoyed recording that series. And that being said, there's a few other things I really wanted to mention, but I don't know if I can remember. I know I had a bit of a list of things that I wanted to mention. Another thing, actually, I did remember was upload speeds that I wanted to talk about briefly. Does this, like, wrap around, or is this... Oh, it just stops there. That's okay. That's good, because it's just in reach. Perfect. So, yeah, upload speeds. So, yeah, upload speeds definitely have changed just a tiny bit. That being the fact that they're a hell of a lot slower. Being... that the fact that it used to take a little while, like when I used to do, like for example, the vlog video that I just made, something roughly like that, you know, they're 3 to 5 minutes. They normally took about an hour or so to upload at my old property, which, you know, is annoying. Like, an hour for really like a 5-minute video, it's kind of like what's really the point. And then when I uploaded, I haven't uploaded since the connection's been improved. I did upload that last video. What the hell is that noise? Oh, it's the water. I did upload the last video, which was that vlog, when we had poor connection, and that took about 5 hours to upload, and it was like almost a 4-minute video. So that was very disheartening. So the connection's improved a tiny bit, so hopefully it won't take that long. I'm interested to see how long it will take this video to upload, considering that this is going to be, you know, it's already getting close to 20 minutes now. I am intrigued to know how long this will take to upload, because, you know, upload speeds, okay, is that, they're bone horses. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen them in the wild before. I've seen, I think there's some in the stables near the spawn, the new spawn over here, but I don't think I've seen any in the wild yet, so that's kind of cool to know that you can get them in the wild. But, yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how well this goes, and if how slow its speeds are, I guess. And this is going to take a while. This might have to be like a 2-episode thing, this dismantle, because this is going to take a little while, longer than I thought it was going to be. And I didn't really want the episode to get longer than 20 minutes, because then you know, I definitely want to kind of start capping things around the 20-minute mark, because when it comes to uploading now, especially if I've got a slower speed, it's probably crucial that I keep to those times. So I'll make these, and then I might call the episode it here, because I just want to keep within that time limit. But yeah, no, a lot of that stuff was really important stuff that I kind of need to get off my chest and talk to you guys. I was thinking of doing it in another vlog, but I was like, you know what, let's test the JFS today and see if it worked. And if it did, then I was going to go from here. But I think I'm going to call the episode off here, guys. So as usual, I thank you all for watching. I know the channel's not 100% back up to how it used to be just yet. It will be soon. Probably not for a little while. Probably the schedule still be off a tiny bit here and there. It's really like until I get after like mid-April, when pretty much I still have a lot of assignments, but I'm literally on mid-semester break now. I've got a week, and I've got 7 assignments at the moment. 6 of them are which are due in between the 1st and 5th of April. So pretty much when I return, because I return on the 31st. And then I also got, after that, starting like the 12th, in between the 12th and 15th or something, I've got all my mid-semester exams. So I'm pretty swamped at the moment. So probably after the mid-semester exams will be hopefully when the schedule returns to how I want it to be. So it's going to be on and off here and there, but hopefully it's not too bad. But anyway, I'm waffling on too much. I need to end the episode here, guys. So as usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. So see you later, guys.